What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is your boy Mike G. Welcome to the report. First of all, I apologize for the lateness of the video. I've been having computer problems this past week, which I don't know why you want to start now. Everything was running smoothly over the summer and over the other weeks, and when I shot my update video, and now when I want to go back and do my show, the computer wants to act up. So you're getting this video probably late Saturday night, for some of y'all early Sunday morning. So I decided to do this right now to make it easier, make it better. Plus, I was gone all day today. Today being 9/11, most people commemorated that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Plus, we're going to talk about my predictions for who I think will make the Super Bowl this year. That's right, you heard it here first. My prediction who I think is going to make the Super Bowl this year. On top of all that, you'll get the Mario's Pro Pick Edition. And you'll probably get a preview of Thursday night. And you will get an editorial today. But let us start off with something very near and dear to my heart. First of all, as many of y'all know, I'm down in Cali. So therefore, I should root for the Rams or the Chargers. No. I'm still a Michigan guy. So therefore, my team is still the Chicago Bears. Y'all know this. So why am I wearing red in this matter? Well, first of all, my boys from Port Huron, the football team, the Port Huron Big Reds, won a big game, the first game of the MAC Blue season against Sterling Heights on Friday night. Big up to Friday Night Lights football, and they put something moto in them, 28-8. Yes, I still get scores from there. Big ups. Also, big ups to Port Huron Northern. Yeah, I know you don't hear me talking about much. They won their game also 22-15. They didn't say who. I don't know who they played against because it's hardly ever posted on these Port Huron pages. That means my Port Huron people who keeps up with high school football, get up, get at me, post these scores, please, so I can shout them out. I'll try to do this one on Saturday nights because apparently this is the only time I can do it. On top of all that, before I get into the reason why this is hanging, and instead of me wearing my Bears jersey like I usually do, we gonna get into some football real quick. All right, let's get into some football real quick. First of all, man, what an off season! What an off season! We had the troubles of Deshaun Watson. We had a possible trade of Khalil Mack going back to the Raiders. No, that wasn't happening. I'm sorry. We had drama. Tua, Tua. I'm not gonna pronounce this guy's name, but you know him as the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. We have the number one pick, Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer in Jacksonville, and that started off slowly. We have the Lions going 0-3 in the preseason. Yeah, like that was expected. We have Andy Dalton getting now with Justin Fields in Chicago. What is wrong with that picture? Um, we also have some trade baits and other things going on in the NFL, but I want to start off talking about with the damn fights in the stands. Yes, this is part of my editorial bit. Listen, I love y'all. I do. But y'all take the game too seriously. Case in point, what I seen over the summer and what I seen over preseason was the fans fighting in the stands. And they start off with mostly women. Now, granted, mind you, there was a San Diego fan who got pummeled. No, I'm sorry, not San Diego. They're now in LA. I apologize for that. Wrong team. Wrong city. I'm sorry. But they got pummeled. All the fighting in the stands. Leave your alcohol level at home. If you think you want to be big, bad, and bold, get a boxing match. Please. Speaking of which, Logan Paul retired from boxing. Keyword is retired from boxing in that split decision win. What is wrong with that picture, man? But back to the fans and Logan Paul, how they mixed up in this. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's wrong. Period. You don't fight. Logan Paul may be a YouTuber, and he probably showed himself when he fought against KSI. Granted, another YouTuber. However, Logan Paul is not a boxer, and the fans in the stands are not boxers either. You need to keep your mouth shut and enjoy the game. I know tension and levels rise fast, but come on now, this is preseason. I heard it happen in baseball too. Come on now, it's regular season. Playoffs, come on, get out of here with that. I ain't got time for that mess. No fighting in the stands. Keep your alcohol level at home. If you're going to get the balls to fight in the stands, and if you're Now the thing in Pittsburgh, the woman was like, "Oh yeah," blah, 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 and smacked the guy, and then the guy pushed her to smack the dude. Other dude got up and he got mollywopped. Granted, if you think you're big, bad, and brave and bold, leave your ass at home. Honestly, leave your ass at home. And for my local Paul fans, y'all wrong thinking he's the best in Floyd Mayweather. Because truth be told, not even Floyd was that good. I don't care if he went 50-0. Floyd chose his opponents and he chose them smartly, and he got paid off of it. He's not a real boxer to me. Enough said. Moving right along. Let's give you my Mario's pro picks for the NFL season, aka you heard it here first, the Super Bowl. Now, I do understand this. Most of y'all have Tampa Bay and KC again, which isn't bad actually. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. If the road goes through either Green Bay or LA, Tampa Bay is in trouble. I know my boy Dre who watches this show. I understand you're a Bucks fan, but you see that Tom Brady come back on Thursday night. Listen, if Brady's got to do that 16, I'm sorry, it's now for a 17 game season because now it's 18 weeks because some of y'all didn't want one more game preseason, but y'all want an extra game regular season. Fine. All right. So if he's got to do that again, I feel for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they will not repeat. I don't care if Antonio Brown and Gronkowski still on the court or Godwin. I meant key players. But they got to do it again. Tampa Bay's not repeating. But I'm gonna tell you, my pick is actually Tampa Bay versus Kansas City. I'm with the crowd myself. But look out for LA and look out for Chicago, especially Justin Fields starts. I'm just saying, my boys are a sleeper this year. As for KC's woes, listen, they don't have to worry about Jacksonville because Urban Meyer is a college coach, and I want to see him do well. I don't want to see him do well. But the AFC actually belongs to KC, with Cleveland running a very so be careful. Um, Truth be told, the AFC can go either way. But as for the truthfully most talked about low seeded under 500 last year, NFC East, y'all think Dallas is gonna make it? I think they'll have a good shot at it. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. My money's actually on Washington. Scary, right? I mean, they got a squad. What can I say? But don't be surprised if Dallas sneaks in. Sorry, Auntie. I know you want your Eagles to make it. I apologize in advance. Now, let's get to Mario's pro picks, all right? Since y'all waited so long for me. But before we get to Mario's pro picks, no, we're going to go to this first. Then we go to something else. But since y'all know about the Tampa Bay Dallas score, and truth be told, I'm not into Thursday night games unless my boys play, the Chicago Bears. So we're going to leave Thursday night game out of it for right now. Just for now. But let's go on. Let's go on. As for first game, we're going to the Steelers and the Bills. Once again, can Big Ben get off that sluggish slide and will Mike Tomlin keep his job? Yeah, I'm saying it right. Tomlin's a great coach, don't get me wrong. But being a QB now, I don't know. And that Steeler offense is sluggish during the first few weeks. The game was on the road. The game was against the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, the guy I just mentioned. Bills get the win, but they got them by 7 points. Bills get the win by 14, flat out. Next, we have since I'm in close enough to San Diego, but I'm sorry once again, my bad. The LA Chargers versus the Washington Football Team. Once again, I think the Chargers, Justin Hubert, is a very quality QB. And since they got rid of the coach who's now the assistant of the Detroit Lions now, and we will talk about Dan Campbell in the Lions in a little bit. But since Justin Hubert has shown himself to be a remarkable QB, I don't think Washington's got a good enough resurgence to beat the Chargers. Granted, Washington is at home, and hopefully to pick a name soon because I'm getting tired of calling them the football team. Yes, they're football. Yes, they play football. And yes, they're a team. But I'm tired of calling them the football team. Flat out. I get sick of it. If you hear hissing, you have to excuse me. The sprinklers just came on. So my pick, they got Washington by a point. Give me the Chargers by 3. Yeah. I think Chargers have a good enough offense to make it past Washington. Next, we would do, well, let's do the Lonely Lions. I'm only doing 4 anyways. The Lions and the 49ers. Detroit's at home. Dan Campbell season debut. Now, granted, mind you, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I have some hope for the Lions. I do. San Francisco rolled with injuries last year. But I have some hope for the Lions. That being said, however, the game was in Detroit. Detroit fans waited, I don't know, many years to pack Ford Field. I almost called that the Little Caesars Arena. Man, I almost slipped. But I wouldn't be surprised the Lions get a victory. The line is San Francisco by 7.5, 8 points. Um, but don't be surprised if the Lions squeak out this one. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. My money is on San Fran. But don't be surprised at the Lions. I mean, that's my sleeper. You know what? Let's go on my sleeper. You'll never hear me say this. The Lions will find a way to win tomorrow. Home opener. Don't be surprised. This is my sleeper. I want to go San Fran, but the Lions will find a way to win their home opener. Yeah, I picked San Fran my picks on my pro picks for my family, but for this video, I'm going Lions by 2. Honestly, I'm telling the truth. Most of y'all be like, Mike, you going crazy? Yes, I have, because this is my sleeper. Dan Campbell, first year as head coach. Ford Field will be jam-packed. COVID protocol, of course. But I believe it'll be jam-packed. And the Lions finally have something to play for. Not much, but Jared Goff will be starting QB. Jared Goff got something to prove, and I think he can prove it in game week 1. Jared Goff usually gets weaker as the weeks go by, but week 1, Jared Goff is a stud, so Lions by 2 points. And then finally, the Sunday night game, and we'll do the Monday night game too, just because also. The Monday night game is my Chicago Bears versus the LA Rams. Once again, Matt Stafford again. Now, Stafford's got an arsenal this time. And the Rams have a defense this time. But so do the Bears. Now, the Bears are starting Andy Dalton instead of Justin Fields. Nagy, what is wrong with you? However, let's give the Red Gents a chance. Let's give them a chance. And I'm not being stereotypical because, man, the guy's hair is red. Flat out. You ain't seen his hair before, you ain't watching enough football. So I will say this. Bears by 3, although the line is the Rams by 8. That is your Sunday night game, and that's my boys are playing against the team from an hour and a half away from me. So, and the game is in LA, and I'm not going. No, I'm sorry. I need a rest. I've been so tired. It ain't funny. Work has been kicking me. But that's a whole nother story right there. I'll get into that in my update video. Finally, the Monday night game. The Monday night game is the Baltimore Ravens versus and it's gonna be weird for me to say this, the Las Vegas Raiders. It is the new stadium, the new black hole. It's black, all the way true. It's dome, too, also. There's enough noise in that boy, too. But can Vegas pack the crowds like they do for the Golden Knights? Possibly, yes. Can Gruden get his first win against the Baltimore Ravens? Only if he stops Lamar Jackson. And I don't see that happening. The line is Baltimore by 4. I think Jackson will run all over him, with Baltimore winning by 12 points. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love you, John Gruden, but no. You tried to guard Khalil Mack in the offseason, and the Bears told you shut that boy down. It's over for you. I'm sorry. So that's my 5 picks. I got the Ravens. I got the Lions in the sleeper. I got my boy the Bears. I've also got the Bills over the Steelers. And we're going to have the Chargers over the Washington Football Team. Yeah. Now, let me get into some little tidbits real quick. Yesterday and or today, because it's now up to midnight here, was 9/11. Okay? Now, granted, 20 years ago, I walked into my job at Ruby Tuesdays in Southfield, Michigan, aka Tel 12 Mall. For anybody who knows what that is, it's now a instead of a mall now, it's now a strip mall. Okay. and I walked on top of this TV screen, looked on top of the TV screen before I walked in the office to go pick up my check, and I looked at the news. The news is on Channel 4. I seen a plane hit, the second plane, mind you, hit the Twin Towers. The replay of the first plane they showed when I first got there. I was in awestruck for 15 minutes. And a lot of people lost their life that day. I'm not gonna lie. I've been wanting to do this. I wanted to do this yesterday, but granted, I didn't have time. I had a lot of stuff going on, but I'm gonna do this now. Today, or in my case, it's still the 11th. It's not officially, but I'm up. I'm doing this video. In my case, it's still the 11th. Today marks the 20th anniversary of 9/11. It marks the meaning of unity, that we all stood tall and strong together. Granted, I'm not saying this is an inside job. I'm not making this a political affair. I don't do that. However, this is the time I would call us true Americans. I am not calling us patriots. There's no way in hell. There's a football team that's called that already. But during that time and aspect, sports was a game changer, and we all applauded it. 20 years later, we are still trying to find unity and peace. If 9/11 taught us something, it taught us that unity and peace comes together. I don't care about what side of political train you are on. Unity and peace brings us together. And so therefore, let us come together as a whole. And let us be together as one. Stop the bullshit. I don't care what bullshit you want. Either you want vaccines, you hate vaccines, or you can't stand them, or you need to force upon them, whatever. We need to come together. This is 9/11 2021. The pandemic is still going on. If you want to call that, that's fine. If you don't want to call that, that's fine too. But we still have COVID-19 running around. That is truth. That is fact. That is not truth. That is fact. The truth of the matter is that people are still dying from it. So can we please come together? I don't about the mandates. I'll get into that in my own update video, truthfully. But as Americans, I'm not asking you to get the shot. I'm not going to tell you to get the shot because I know most of y'all won't. And I applaud that because it is your right as an American not to. However, we need to now stand together as one for any cause that's going on because we as Americans deserve that right. Now, granted, what am I talking about? I could be talking about anything. I could be talking about racial divide. I could be talking about critical race theory that trying to put from schools. I could be talking about anything. We as Americans are now more divided than we were 20 years ago. 9/11 taught us anything, we need to become whole again. So let us become whole again. Now, notice I didn't get political on my sports show, and I wish some people would do that and not say that. If y'all leave a comment talking about, Mike, we don't want to take the vaccine, fine. Over the left and the right is doing wrong. I'm not trying to hear all that shit. I ain't talking about the left. I ain't talking about the right. I'm talking about down the middle me. And I say we as Americans need to unite and be as one, like we're supposed to be. Period. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, granted, my last show, cause my last minute, I gotta mention about the Prowler jersey. Last week we lost somebody. Well, I'm sorry, Port Huron lost somebody very, very special. Um, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I damn near cried when I heard the news. Okay, I damn near cried when I heard the news. Um, reason I got this Prowler jersey out because first of all, I love Port Huron, and I know it's football season, but I gotta talk about this. The patch on, I'm gonna tell you, the patch on the side of here is from. I'm gonna pull it up to the camera real quick. It's from the Kyle Bailey Foundation. He was an organ donor. He was an advocate for organ donation. Um, he does the gift of life. I'm gonna pull it up in here. He's got the gift of life right here, organ and tissue donation. He's also got the recycle life for organ donation. Kyle Bailey, a guy that I met, a guy that I interviewed. Well, I didn't. I don't think I interviewed him that day. My boy Chris can attest to that. But a guy that I seen during the interview, and I may intervene. I gotta go back to the. I gotta go back to the best reason way it goes. A guy that I met uplifted me and uplifted many others when it came to organ donation. He was waiting for a lung transplant, a lung transplant. He was a, he was sick. He was waiting for it. They finally found one for him. Unfortunately, though, he didn't make it. So, come this Monday, the Main Street Prowlers show starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Great Lakes Gaming, newest location in Birchwood Mall in Fort Gratiot Township, Michigan. So if you're there, holler at my boys, give them a thumbs up. They will be doing a moment of silence at the beginning of the show for Kyle Bailey. Now, what does that do? What does that mean for me? I will be honoring their moment of silence, although I won't be able to really be with them. I am with them in spirit. So I will be honoring their moment of silence when they do their moment of silence on Monday. For those that are a fan of this show, please watch Main Street Prowlers. These are the greatest hockey guys in the world, but they are also upstanding citizens and upstanding gentlemen. Um, for people in Port Huron to watch this, and all my friends and family, please have a moment of silence for Kyle Bailey as well. He deserves it. He died too young. He died too soon. But the fight still lives on. So, what am I saying? Okay. First of all, I talked about the moment of silence already. So that's a given. Second of all, I'm going to tell you this. Um, if you want to participate in organ and tissue donation, please by all means do so. If you want to save somebody else's life after yours expires, please do so. Honestly, this guy gave his life for doing this. And I don't usually plug organ tissue donation. I don't usually plug that. But after meeting this man, I signed an organ donor card. Flat out. I did. I'm not going to say I'm lying to you. I signed an organ donor card. I wanted me to be whole, but you know how that game goes. I want somebody else to have a chance at life when mine is gone. I don't drink, so I know my lungs is good. My liver is top notch. Although I do drink a lot of pop, I'm not gonna lie. But I know some of my stuff is good enough to help somebody else. So I applaud that. So yes, I did it finally. Did it when I got down here too. So yeah, that made it worthwhile. But if you want to, the information is believe it's still on the Cal Bailey Foundation website. Get on there if you want to become an organ donor. You know where to go. Go to your Michigan Secretary of State, your DMV, wherever you gotta go for. Whatever you do, do it. Meanwhile, this is me. This is your boy Mike G signing off. Happy first week of football. The NFL season in full swing. And I hope and pray that your picks or your teams win tomorrow. I will come back again. I will try to come back again with y'all on Friday after the Thursday night game, or probably beforehand, depending on what my schedule looks like. But it might be again on Saturday night, early Sunday morning, because oh hell, it's funner that way. But I do love y'all, and I miss y'all, and the report is back. I'm out. Happy football Sunday, y'all. Peace.